Hi, everyone. My name is Adelaide Bistrelik, and I'm with the Department of Dance. Yes, dance and COVID. Everyone's been asking, how do you do that? How does that work? Well, at the department, we figured that out, at least for fall. Of course, everything was online in the spring. Then we came back in the fall, decided to do the physical distancing. The studios are marked off with squares for all the dancers. We have the masks, of course. So we managed to get everyone back in the studios. The dancers really appreciated being back on campus in the fall and the semester, also the same thing in the spring 2021. And there were some other requirements, though, that we have our students do. And one of them is that they must see 3 live shows. So, of course, that was not happening, right? There's no performances going on. So we switched the assignment over to they must see shows online. And then I realized, well, if we're switching things around, why don't we just take this opportunity and really switch things around? And this no longer becomes this written assignment where the students watch a performance alone on their screens and then they write about it. They do that all the time. One thing that was really lacking in the spring of 2020 was this idea of community. And they really loved coming back to campus, being among their peers, with their faculty members, sharing the experience of dance with others. And so I realized, why don't we share the experience of seeing a show with other people and talk about it like a community, have a community discussion, sort of like what we do in real life. We go see a show, then we go to a bar, to a cafe, or we walk home or on the subway and we talk about the show. If we liked it, didn't like it, what were our favorite parts. And the dancers were craving a community. So I thought, hey, let's just transition this written assignment that's more of a one-way track, not much of an interaction going on, and open it up to a community conversation. So students that are interested in seeing a piece, they view it, and then there's a faculty member assigned to a video that they picked for their students to see, and then we just talk about it. So we sit down, we talk together about it. Yes, on Zoom, we sit down and we discuss it. And this ended up being a very exciting assignment. I enjoyed it a whole lot better than having to read reviews, and the students enjoyed this idea of hearing what other people had to say, what other students thought of the work. And that's something that doesn't always happen in a written review. It's just your voice, and you give up the paper and maybe get feedback from the teacher, but you never know if other people had issues with it or if they liked this section or not. And you learn from each other. So the students get to learn from each other. They learn from me. I asked the questions, I elaborated on sections I didn't understand, and it ended up being a very more I say a very interesting experience, and it was a whole lot more collaborative and innovative and was really more student centered. So something so simple as a discussion really brought more to this assignment, and we've kept it now. And I think I'm going to keep it also when we move forward after COVID-19, because this is a much better community experience that our students crave, and I crave it too. So yeah, thank you, COVID, for giving me a new idea to do something and improve an assignment that was okay, but now it's better. So thank you, COVID, if that's okay to say.